Today, we're going to do a comparison between the two largest species of snake in the world, the Green Anaconda and the Reticulated Python. Alright, so I know a lot of you guys are new subscribers to my channel. I had over 1,000 subscribers overnight coming from Brian Barczyk's channel. I'm really thankful for what he did for me. I couldn't believe he told me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna do a video of you really quick at Animal Con. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to say. It was just like one of the best moments of my life, especially after my accident. Alright, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Benny. I go as Bionic Benny on YouTube and Instagram. And I started the whole Bionic Benny YouTube channel and Instagram back in 2020 when I got into a car accident and I suffered multiple injuries, and one of the biggest injuries is my amputated leg. Let me see if I can get up and show you guys. Well, it doesn't really show too much, but you know, it's, you know, got a cut off leg here. So yeah. So since my accident, I had a lot more time on my hands, so I decided to pursue my passion for breeding snakes and caring for them and learning even more about them that I didn't know before. And also, I am into fish, so that's another hobby of mine that I'd be sharing with you guys on YouTube. And yeah, I just thought I would give YouTube a try, and I really appreciate what Brian Barczyk did for me. And appreciate you guys watching me, and appreciate you guys subscribing. And I'm going to go ahead and start this video on the Green Anaconda versus the Reticulated Python today. So the first snake up today is my beautiful girl Kiwi, the Green Anaconda. She's a female anaconda. They do come from the Amazon in South America. So some of the countries they do come from are Brazil, Colombia, and Guyana, and there's a few other countries I can't remember on the top of my head. So the anaconda does spend a lot of time in the water, so they are a semi-aquatic snake. Especially, you can see, if you can see their eyes, it's kind of hard to see. They are on top, more on base on top of their head, where they could poke their head out of the water and look for prey without the prey see them too much. And yeah, the anacondas do, the green anacondas do have this nice green olive looking color. So a lot of people don't know is that the anaconda species is in the boa family. So they do have live young. And the same thing goes with the yellow anaconda. So the three reasons why I think the green anaconda is a better snake than the reticulated python. Number one is that they stay relatively shorter than the retic. You will get some, I'm speaking along the lines of a mainland retic, not the dwarfs or super dwarf retics. So a mainland retic will get from ranges of, let's just say 12 to 20 plus feet. The 20 plus feet are not really common. So you'll get, let's just say retic gets up to around 18 feet for a really big one. And a really big green anaconda normally gets up to like 15, 16 feet long. So they stay a little bit on the smaller, you know, size. They do get a little bit more girthier. That's where, you know, the green anaconda beats the retic on that side, as in size. But yeah, definitely they would get a little bit shorter, I would say, only ranging from 12 to 15 feet on average for a female. And the retic would also need a taller cage because they're a little bit semi arboreal compared to the green anaconda. So number two, for why I think the green anaconda is a better snake than the retic, is that their attitude. They have a way better attitude compared to a retic. I guess you wouldn't say back in the day when they had the wild caughts come in. I know green anacondas used to be one of the snakes you wouldn't want to keep as a pet, but after having this girl, I had multiple retics before. This girl is one of the nicest snakes I would say I ever had in my life. Better than some of the berms I have. Yeah, and she's just she's a different animal overall. You almost get like a bond with these snakes. But yeah, you can see the nice colors on this girl. She has these nice olive greens. And she does have some weight on her. She's getting a little heavy now. At least my retic that I have is an F1, and it's always in a defensive mode. Rather than this girl, I could just get her a little hook tap, just to let her know it's not feeding time, and I could go ahead and handle her. Rather with the retic, it's a little bit more difficult to pull out the cage. It wouldn't be with all retics. There's some really nice baby retics out there, but this girl is definitely one of the best pet snakes I have in my collection, which is weird because she's gonna get big. And number 3, why I think she's a better snake is she doesn't move as much as the in comparison to the retic, where she does move, but the retic is more of a hand over hand type of snake where you're consistently moving. It's a good workout, especially it's good therapy for me with the retic. And you'll see when I do pull out that snake, I'll probably won't have to catch my breath every so often. So yeah, so that's the top 3 reasons why I think the Green Anaconda is a better snake overall than the retic. And these choices will change over time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the retic now and tell you my top 3 reasons why the retic is better than the Green Anaconda. So this is my mainland reticulated python. She is a locale of Borneo and Ambon, and you can tell she's getting some size on her. I don't think she fits fully on the camera, and this snake does get me sweating, if you could tell. So let me tell you guys what the 3 reasons why I think the retic is a better snake than the Green Anaconda. I want to say mainland retic at that too. And why I think the mainland retic is better than the Green Anaconda. They don't require a large water source compared to the Green Anaconda. They still require water, but not like something that they need to soak their full body in. You would want to still soak your snake every so often, especially right before sheds, or it doesn't require as large of a water source compared to the Green Anaconda. The number 2 reason why I think the retic is a better snake than the Green Anaconda is because how intelligent they are. These guys are really smart. This girl right here is always watching me, always got her eyes on me. She's always thinking of her next move. She's just always using her brain compared to most snakes. I wouldn't say the Green Anaconda is not that smart, but the retic is definitely one of the top smartest snakes. And all she wants to do is climb right now, so she doesn't want to slow down. But yeah, I wouldn't say the Green Anaconda is not a smart snake. It's just that the retic, I would say, is a tad bit uses her brain a little bit more than Anaconda would. Wow, the snake won't stop climbing. And this could show you how arboreal and non-stop moving these guys are. I love the colors on. If you can see the yellows on this retic, it's really crazy. I've never seen any retic look this nice. And number 3 reason why I think the retic is a better snake than the Green Anaconda is because how long these guys get. These guys can surpass 20 feet, where the Green Anaconda doesn't surpass 20 feet too often. So yeah, that's the main reason why I think I like these guys better than the Green Anaconda. I love both snakes, but the retics are my top favorite snake. Since I was a kid, I always was in love with both these snakes, but the retic was always on top. So the retic is found in Asian countries. A few of them is Indonesia, like Borneo, Malaysia, Thailand. You also find these. You'll find these in the Philippines. There's a lot of islands out there that carry retics, where there's mainly the Green Anaconda comes from South America. But yeah, so I just wanted to share you guys. It was kind of an update at the same time on the size of these guys. Guys are getting some size on. This guy doesn't want to stop climbing me. Thank you guys for watching my video on the comparison between the Green Anaconda and the Reticulated Python. The mainland Reticulated Python. Thank you guys.